Hello, everybody. Pastor Kayla has asked me to share a story with you all. I've been exceptionally privileged to be able to chase my dreams of becoming a full-time artist the past few years. Although it is still very much a work in progress, I've already learned some tough lessons I am very thankful for. As some of you know, I like to draw comic books, one in particular called Cinder, about an immortal skeleton named Cinder, and their candle-headed, buck-toothed companion called Durbo. They travel through the land of Nod, fighting ghouls, evil spirits, demons, and large birds. I created 3 Kickstarter crowdfunding campaigns for the first issue. The first 2 campaigns failed, and after taking an extensive online course in crowdfunding, the 3rd Kickstarter campaign was successful. A Kickstarter campaign which many of you here generously supported, and for which I am eternally grateful. I had been working on this project every day for 2 years at this point. I quit my full-time job in early 2020 to chase this dream. I spent every penny of my savings and then some trying to get it off the ground. Although the Kickstarter was finally successful, I was still miles short of being able to pay my bills. This reality consumed my thoughts for weeks until it ultimately manifested in the form of the worst depression of my life, followed then by a new adversary, anxiety. I had never dealt with this anxiety before, and certainly not to this degree. It took every ounce of dwindling willpower I had just to keep from coming unglued. Shortly thereafter, I developed a stress ulcer, according to my doctor, and quickly lost 35 pounds. I was scared for a future I didn't yet have. A future I so desperately wanted but seemed so far away. I couldn't help but fixate on how much more heartache lies between me and my dreams. I started seeing therapists. I went through 3 different ones in all, but in that time my anxiety was crippling. I couldn't operate, I could barely eat, and I could hardly keep myself from hyperventilating. Every day I felt as if I was at the end of my rope. I thought, how can I hold a job if I can't hold it together? I did not enjoy being awake. I did not enjoy being me. I felt very alone in this struggle, though that couldn't have been further from the truth. I knew I had close friends I could count on, so I did. I called up my friends Grant and Serenity and told them I needed to not be alone right now. I could barely get the words out as I tried to steady my breathing to not sound like I was having the worst anxiety attack of my life, which I was. They gladly welcomed me over and said they loved me. I've never had any friends say they loved me before, not with words and actions like this. I went over to their house. Grant showed me some really cool Lord of the Rings action figures he had just gotten from vintage stock. I held these miniaturized, beloved characters in my shaking hands as he told me all about them and showed me all the tiny weapons and trinkets that came with it. The 3 of us then sat on the couch and put a show on to watch. All the while, I could see Grant, out of the corner of my eye, turn his head every now and then, as if studying my face to see how I was holding up. I felt my heart rate finally slow down as my thoughts became a bit less clouded and saturated with panic. I was breathing now instead of gasping for air. I left their house after several hugs, knowing that I was loved and my mental health mattered to more than just myself. My friends aren't crisis experts, and they don't need to be. I just needed my friends at that moment, and they were there. They helped remind me what love is. Love is being there for someone when they feel lost. Thank you.